Hey, cloud of witnesses, how are you doing? It's good to see you all. I know it's been a little bit of a while, but I want to give, a few updates about what's been, going on. Um, Firstly, I want to talk to you about how family is going. You know, our oldest Jaden is now a freshman at the local high school where we live at. It's called City High, and they have been getting just involved in a lot of extracurricular activities while also taking some different courses, some of them honors courses, and feeling the weight of dealing with a really uh, more challenging, academically challenging school schedule. So, but they're doing good. They had a test that didn't go so well and then got a retest and then missed very few answers on it. So they're pretty motivated and just had homecoming. So they were able to go to their first homecoming kind of dance and really enjoy that. Um, then we have our fifth grader, Jonathan, who is at our kind of right local elementary school as well. Enjoying that. I think doing okay, doing fine. We have to do a lot of, regulation of technology and video games. I feel like that's the biggest hurdle. Other than that, they are engaging well, playing soccer and are very interested in musical instruments. So, like their dad. So, they're playing the cello, practicing the cello, and then they're looking at either a percussion instrument as well. So we're trying to figure that out. Rich doing all right as well. Continues to work remotely for a major organization, but we have prayers about that because the project she's on is ending, and we're praying that Rachel gets picked up for another project within the organization, hoping that that um, happens. Uh, However, if that doesn't necessarily just happen directly, we're just praying about that. So, but next month, Rachel and I celebrate our 16th anniversary, which is fun. It's kind of looking at it, trying to have a really just enjoyable time with some friends. Maybe we can host and have a dinner at our place. Is what our hope is. In terms of ministry, you know, it's been. It's been quite the journey because I've been really sorting out what my call is in the area vocationally, and what it comes down to is and um, ministry planting here on the east side of Iowa City, and it's an undertaking both to learn and get to know the community, and I've been doing that and engaging in different volunteer works in the community, but. Recently, I felt the conviction to hold Wednesday nights for a place for prayer and worship in the community. And I've been kind of calling it like a third way Christian community, kind of a church space, so to call it what it is, and wanting to make Wednesday nights a holy time to to come together, a valuable, maybe robust worship experience. But I think that also starts with me. So I've been just going there into this church space on Wednesday night that's been given to me by the local minister to just incarnate. And I've spent a lot of time just praying, repenting for my own sins and sins of my community, and asking God to uh, make room on this day in this place. And it's been good. It's been a really good, healthy aspect of work. Um, but yeah, continuing to love and fall in love with the East Side community and figuring out which partnerships will be most important. To that end, my wife and I had been going to a church outside of the community for the last 2.5, almost 3 years. But recently, we've decided that we're going to transition from that church and to look for uh, in within this space a place to kind of incarnate and be in community in church community here. So that's opening up a whole bunch of different things and uh, that feels a little wayward. Feel like I'm sojourning. We're sojourning together. So you could be praying for us about finding a local space of worship while I think part of my ministry desires to plant something in the future. Um, but other than that, like I feel like spiritually I am seeking out the Lord and we aren't living in really easy times in our world right now and I feel weighted and affected by a lot of the things that we are engaging with and with that asking God, what would you have for me to do to shepherd in this community, to care for others? And so I'm just sitting and I'm waiting in that. And I'm trusting God for what He might have for me and for this community. So please, I really do ask you, as my glasses are all crooked and stuff, I really do ask for your prayers. I covet those to continue to trust God, continue to try to raise my family and be a parent, even though sometimes parenting isn't glamorous and your kids aren't super happy. You hope years later they're going to be like, "Oh, thanks, Dad, or Mom for being so loving." And so, be with us there. Pray for Rachel and I as we continue to work on our oneness, work on our fellowship with one another, work on our partnership with one another. And, just pray for Eastside Iowa City. It's the poorest part of Iowa City, and a lot of the decisions and things that happen both nationally and locally hurts this community the most. So I thank you and blessings to you.